Hi viewers, welcome to my channel. Today I will make you to learn some of the most important MCQ questions in the Java to qualify in the NPTQ certification exam. And coming to the first question, what is the output of the given code? Here we have one main method is there. Within the main method, we have one simple variable is there. The variable name itself is roll number, which is of the type of integer. Within that we have one integer value is available, that is 101. And we have one more variable is there, that the variable name itself is new roll number, and it is of the type of float. And within this floating point reference variable new roll number, we are holding the integer variable. That means automatically it will be converting into floating point number. Whenever we are printing system.out.println, with the help of that system.out.println output statement, if you are trying to print this new roll number, definitely you will get the floating point representation of that integer value. We can easily typecast the integer value into the floating point value. Why? Because we are storing, actually the integer value is 101, we are holding it in the floating point number, and that too we are printing that floating point reference variable new roll number. Due to that reason, here in this output statement you will get 101 point, it will be representing in the format of floating point 101.0. that is the right answer out of all these four options. And coming to the next question, what is the correct order of the widening conversion from the below data types? So for example, we have some data types like byte, double, int and short. These are the data types that are available, and we have to identify the widening conversion of the given data types. We have two important concepts are there in the type conversion: widening of the data types and narrowing of the data types. Widening of the data types in the sense converting the lowest data types into highest data types, we can call it as widening. And narrowing in the sense converting the highest data type into lowest data type. Here the question is, we need to arrange the data types from lowest to highest. Widening in the sense expanding the data types from lowest to highest, we need to arrange out of available data types. Narrowing in the sense from highest to lowest, and widening in the sense from lowest to highest. Now if you are going to observe the data type sizes, the byte size is 1 byte, that means 8 bits, and as well as the remaining data type sizes, short is 2 bytes, int is 4 bytes, long is 8 bytes, as well as float is 4 bytes, double is 8 bytes, boolean is 1 byte, and character is 2 bytes. Now out of all these data types, the given data types are byte, and second one is double, and third one is integer, and fourth one is short. We need to arrange them from lowest data type to highest data type. Why? Because within the question widening is the question. For example, narrowing in the sense from highest data type to lowest data type we have to arrange. Now out of all these elements, out of all these data types, the lowest data type is byte. It will be comes first. It is the first element. It is the first data type. Next, the second element, out of this four data types, the second data type should be short, and the third data type should be integer, and the fourth data type is double. This is the order that we have to follow, widening order, increasing the size of the data type. In this order we have to arrange the given data types. Now we have to check byte, short, int and as well as double order. Out of all these four options, the first option is short, int, byte and double. Short, int, it is not at all correct. Why? Because from highest data type to lowest data type conversion is available here. It is not at all right option. And coming to the second option, byte to int, we are missing short here, and from integer to short there is no meaning at all. It is also wrong answer with the help of widening concept. And coming to the third option, from byte is 1 byte, and we can convert it into short, and short we can convert it into integer we can convert it into the double. So it is in the widening format. Out of the given data types, if you are going to arranging them in the widening manner, the output will be byte, short, int and double. This is the right answer. And coming to the last option, double, int, short, byte. Reverse order means it is belonging to narrowing conversion of the given data types. If the given data types, if you want to arrange them in the narrowing convention, at that time from highest data type to lowest data type we have to arrange. But here the question is widening conversion. That's why due to that reason this option is also wrong option. Out of all the four options, the right option is third option. Coming to the next question, what will be the output of the below code? We have one main method is there. Within the main method, the first element itself is, it is a simple short type. The element name itself, the variable name itself is number. Within that number, we have 32767 is the digit that is available in this number, which is of the type of short. And in the second line, we have taken one more variable, that the variable name itself is number 2, and within that variable, which is also of the type of short, within that variable we are trying to hold number plus 1. That means whatever the value that is available in the number, for that value we are incrementing it with the help of 1, and we are trying to convert it into the short type, and again we are trying to store that into this number 2. Finally we are printing that number 2 with the help of print statement. What is the expected output from this entire question? That is the thing that we have to identify. So before going to process it, first we have to know what is the size of the short, so that what is the formula in order to arrange the range of the short data type. So the size of the short data type is 2 bytes, which is equivalent to 16 bits, and the formula in order to calculate the data type sizes is minus 2 power r minus 1 to, all of you please carefully observe, 2 power r minus 1 to 2 power r minus 1 minus 1. Here r is nothing but the number of bits of the data type. For example, short data type size is 2 bytes. 2 bytes are equivalent to 16 bits. Here r is indicating by this 16 bits. If you are going to replace this 16 instead of r, minus 2 power 16 minus 1 to 2 power 16 minus 1 minus 1, that is equivalent to minus 2 power 15 to 2 power 15 minus 1. Now whenever we are going to calculate 2 power 15, minus 2 power 15 means the value will be 32768 to 2 power 15, 32768 we are going to get here, minus 1 in the sense 32767. This is the capacity of the short data type, from minus 32768 to up to 32767. This is the range of the short data type. In between these numbers we can store any one of the number in the short data type. There is no problem at all. It will give the correct answer. For example, within the first variable number we are holding 32767. This is the number that we are holding in the short data type. And coming to the maximum capacity of the short data type is 32767. This is the maximum positive digit that we are going to hold in the short data type is 32767. That is available in the number. Now within the second line, what we are doing? Within the second line we are taking one more number with the name number 2. It is also short data type. That means it has the ability to hold minus 32768 to 32768. In between this range, any number we can hold it in the short data type. But here within this number 2 we are trying to hold number. What is the number that is available? 32767 plus 1. 32767 plus 1 in the sense we will get 32768. It is the positive number, and that too we are trying to convert. We are typecasting it into the short type and we are holding it in the number 2 variable, which is of the type of short. But unfortunately the short maximum size is 32767. We are unable to hold 32768 into this short variable. Why? Because the capacity will be exceeded. At that time what will happen means, it will try to give the negative number. It will not, for example, if you are going to store the value in between 32767 means it will give the accurate output in this number too, but unfortunately whatever the short variable that is available number, that related value we are taking here and we are trying to add one more value to it. That value is 1. 32767 plus 1, in the sense we are getting 32768, and we are storing it in the short data type. But unfortunately the short data type maximum range is, it can has the ability to hold the positive numbers up to 32767 only. It is unable to hold 32768. At the time what will happen? At that time you will get the negative representation of that value. Negative representation of that value in the sense, up to 32767 it can hold, but it is unable to hold 32768. At that time it will rotate and it will try to print whenever the value is exceeding from this 32768 32767. From here onwards, whatever the value that is available, for example 32767 plus 1, in the sense we are trying to store 32768 into the short data type, but it is not possible to hold it. At that time what will happen means, it will print the negative value of that short data type. For this we will get minus 32768 is the answer. For example, if you are trying to hold 32767 plus 2, that means the maximum capacity of the short data type is 32767, but unfortunately we are adding two more we are adding 2 is the value for this particular number. 32767 plus 2 means it will become 32769, but short is unable to hold this number. At that time what will happen means, it will try to, actually for 1 it will give, whenever we are adding one more value for this maximum value of the short, for the positive integer it will give the negative representation minus 32768. If you are going to add 2, in the sense it will try to decrement the negative value minus 32767, that we are going to get the answer. If you are going to try to add 3, that means the value will become 32770. For this the output it is unable to hold in the short data type. Instead of it will give the negative representation, and that too within the negative representation. So it will try to decrement the negative value by 3. That means actually the negative value we can hold it in the short data type is 32768, and if you are going to decrementing it by 3, in the sense 8 to 7, 7 to 6, minus 3 to 766 is the output for the value that what we are going to hold in the short variable 32770. If you are trying to add 32771, in the sense you will get minus 32765. If you are trying to add 32772, in the sense you will get the answer 32764. Like that, instead of displaying that accurate value, why? Because the size is exceeded in the short data type. At that time it will try to print the negative value, and the negative value is depending upon the whatever the value that is exceeding with the size of the short data type. As per that exceeding value, it will try to print the negative value. Here from this entire output there are 4 options are available. Just for the given number 32767, we are adding one more value, that is nothing but 32768, but it is not possible to hold it in the short data type. Why? Because the short data type range is minus 32768 to 32767 only. Whenever we are trying to hold this 32768 into the short data type, it will print the negative value of the short data type, the maximum size of the negative value of the short data type. The maximum size of the negative value of the short data type is minus 32768. Out of all these 4 options, the right option is D option. If you are trying to increment 2 with the maximum size of the short data type, then it will try to print the negative value by decrementing 1. if you are trying to add 3 to the maximum capacity of the short data type, then it will try to decrement the negative value by the 2. Like that, it will try to print the negative value if you are going to exceeding the capacity of the short data type. Here we are exceeding the short data type capacity by 1. Due to that region, it will give the negative value of that short data type. The negative maximum capacity of the short data type is minus 32768. If you are trying to exceed the size of the short data type up to 2, means you will get the negative value minus 1. Negative value minus 1 in the sense 32768 minus 1, you will get 32767. That is the output that we are getting for the maximum size exceeding for the short data type. Like that, we can easily calculate it. The main thing is we have to remember this formula for integer, byte and as well as the short in order to calculate what is the maximum capacity of the each and every data type. So in this range we can hold the variable values into the given data type. Now out of all these 4 options, the right option is minus 32768. Now as per the explanation given in the previous problem, what is the expected output from this given problem? So within this given problem, within the main method, we have n is the variable which is of the type of short, and within this n variable we are trying to hold minus 32768. And what is the maximum capacity of the short variable? It can have the ability to hold the numbers from minus 32768 to up to 32767. Here within the number n we are trying to hold minus 32768. It is the highest value in the negative representation of the short. Okay, there is no problem, we can hold it. But coming to the next line, short n1 equal to n minus 1. Actually the n value is minus 32768. If you are trying to decrement it by 1 in the sense minus 32768 minus 1, that means it will become minus 32769. At the time, what will happen? Is it possible to hold that into the short variable n1? No, it is not possible. At that time, what is the output of n1? We are exceeding the range of the negative number by 1. At that time, it will try to print the positive representation of the given range of the short data type. The given range of the short data type is minus 32768 to 32767, and whenever we are exceeding the negative range by 1 in the sense, it will print the positive representation of that short. If you are exceeding the negative range by 2 in the sense, it will print the positive representation of the short by decrementing 1. If it is exceeding the negative range by 2 in the sense, it will print the positive integer by decrementing by 2. Like that, we have to follow the convention. And here the output for this program, if you are trying to execute this program, the output that we are getting here is, it is highly impossible to hold minus 32769 into the short variable. At the time, it will try to print the positive representation of the short variable. The positive representation of the short variable is 32767. That is the output that we are getting from this problem. For example, if you are trying to decrement it by 2 in the sense, then the value will become minus 32770. At that time, what will happen? It will try to print the positive number of the short maximum size. The maximum size of the short is 32767. Before going to print it, it will try to decrement it by 1. Why? Because we are exceeding the capacity of the short data type here in the negative number by 2. Due to that region, we have to decrement 1 in the positive number. If you are trying to decrement 1 in the positive number in the sense 32766 is the answer for this minus 32770 in the short. If you are trying to hold minus 32771 in the sense, it is exceeded the capacity of the negative number of the short data type, and the capacity exceeding here is up to 3. Why? Because 68, 69, 70, 71. That means more than the capacity is available, and the capacity exceeding here is 3, and we need to decrement it by 1 and try to print the positive value of the maximum short type. The positive value of the maximum short type is 32767, and if you are trying to decrement it by 2, in the sense you will get 32765. That is the answer that we are going to get for this negative value representation in the short. For this, if you are trying to print this in the short data type, in the sense we will get the answer here in this format. Like that we have to analyze the things. Coming to the next question, if an arithmetic exception containing variables of integer, byte and short data types, what will be the data type of its result? Here in this question, in the arithmetic expression, if you are having different data types like int, byte and short, what is the result of that arithmetic exception? What is the data type of that result of that arithmetic exception, that expression that we have to identify? And here, if you are having similar kind of data types, means definitely you will get the result also in the format of similar data type. Let me try to take one example here. The example here I am taking, n is the variable which is of the type of integer, and if you are trying to hold some value in this variable 10, as well as I have one more variable is there, n1, and within that 20 is the value that is available. If you are going to perform n plus n1, it is the arithmetic expression, and we are performing arithmetic addition operation. Both are of the type of similar data type. Due to that reason, the result will be also in the format of integer only. Int, the output that we are going to produce here, which we are going to hold it in the resultant variable r, which is of the type of integer. Why? Because both n and n1 are belonging to similar kind of data type, that is integer. But here the question, if you are having the arithmetic expression which is having different kinds of data types, int, byte and short, and before going to explain this question, you have to understand what is the capacity of the byte and what is the capacity of short as well as integer. So out of these three data types, integer is having highest capacity when compared to the remaining two data types. And in the arithmetic expression, if you are having different kinds of data types, means the entire expression evaluation, after completion of that entire expression evaluation, what kind of variable is having highest data type, as per that highest data type, that entire arithmetic result will be converting into that data type only. So here we are providing int, byte and short. Out of these three data types, integer is having the highest size when compared to the remaining two data types. That's why due to that reason, the entire arithmetic expression result will be converting into integer type. And here, out of all the four options, the right option is integer. And in order to explain it clearly, let me try to take one more example so that you will get the clarity. Within this example, all of you please carefully observe. We have one integer number is there, int n. Within that we have some integral value is available, 10, that I am storing in the integer variable. Let me try to take one more variable, int n1. It is not of the type of integer. Let me try to take with a different data type, double n1. Within that I am trying to hold some floating point number 32.13, and if I am going to perform n plus n1, what will happen? Here we are performing arithmetic addition operation in between n and n1 operands. N is of the type of integer and n1 is the type of double. That means the entire result of this arithmetic expression will be producing in the format of double. As per the explanation given by me, if you are providing different data types in the arithmetic expression, if the different data types involving in the arithmetic expression, after evaluation of that entire arithmetic exception, the data type which is having highest size, the entire arithmetic exception result will be converting into that data type size. Here, out of these two data types, double is having highest data type size. All of you please observe, integer of the capacity 4 bytes and double is having the capacity of 8 bytes. So that the entire result of this entire arithmetic expression will be converting into double type, and we have to hold it in the double variable. Let me try to take one resultant variable double r equal to n plus n1. N plus n1 in the sense n is of the type of integer and n1 is of the type of double, and after completion of this entire arithmetic expression evaluation, the output will be producing in the format of double. That's why we are holding it in the double variable r. For example, instead of holding it in the double variable r, if you are taking the data type of the resultant variable integer, what will happen? All of you please carefully concentrate. N is of the type of integer 10 plus n1 is of type of double 32.13. After evaluation of this entire arithmetic expression, we will get the output in the format of 42.13. What we are doing here, instead of storing it in the double reference variable r, we are trying to store it into the integer reference variable. That means there is a possibility of lose some value here. So integer in the sense, it is not at all displaying the precision values, it is only concentrating upon the integral part of the given digit. So with the help of integer, if you are trying to hold this entire arithmetic expression, means you will get the incompatibility error. The error will be in the format of incompatible types, possibly lose conversion from, it may be double or float, from double to float, or double to integer or float to integer. There is a possibility of losing some value here. We are going to get incompatible type error if you are trying to store this entire arithmetic expression value into this resultant variable r, which is of the type of integer. At the time of compilation, definitely you will get the error which is in the format of incompatible type. So that be careful while at the time of solving these problems. If you want to store this entire arithmetic expression result into the resultant variable r, you can do one important scenario. That means only if you want to print the integral part of the result, we have that flexibility. How can you do? Means with the help of typecasting. Now instead of storing that entire arithmetic expression directly, n is the integer part, there is no problem, n is of the type of integer, but n1 is the type of double. We can typecast it, we can narrowing it, that means we can downcast the data type. Double we can downcast it into integer type, there is no problem at all. So the double value we are going to downcast it, explicitly we are mentioning it, we are trying to convert it to integer type, and the double variable reference variable name itself is n1. Here n in the sense you will get 10 plus whatever the double variable that is available n1, we are trying to downcasting it into the integer type. That means it will consider the integral part of that, that particular number 32. 10 plus 32. Now here both the variables n and n1 are belonging to integer category. N is by default integer type, and n1 we are forcefully, actually initially n1 is of the type of double, we are forcefully typecasting it into integer. We are explicitly typecasting it to integer due to that reason. In this entire arithmetic expression, all the variables that are participating in this entire arithmetic expression are of the type of integer. There is no problem, so that we can hold it into the integer resultant variable int r. Within the resultant variable, if you are going to hold this entire arithmetic expression, you will get the answer 42. It is very simple. Be careful while at the time of getting this type of questions, if the arithmetic expression is the combination of different data types, at that time, out of all the different data types, the data type which is having maximum size as per the data type, the entire arithmetic expression result will be converting. If you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel and share it to your friends. Ask them to subscribe to my channel. Thank you, one and all.